Next one, controversy, right? So again, went ahead and found a good example of controversy and how you can go ahead and add some controversial touches to your videos to go ahead and almost boost them and make them go viral while still focusing on the product. Because if it's too controversial, then it's gonna steer the focus away from the product and only to the controversy. So we wanna make sure that we kind of sprinkle a little bit of controversy to almost kind of boost our video a little bit, but also just make sure that people are still focusing on the product. So we're gonna go ahead, take a look at Pool Studio right here. These guys were selling the same mask as me. Shout out Juan, by the way.
So, buddy. Allow me to explain.
But
we have made the world's first blinking Deadpool mask that can be controlled through a Ring remote. The mask comes with a...
If you guys didn't see that, the controversy was the actual comment from, you know, Ryan Reynolds, the main Deadpool actor in the movie. Obviously, this is all fake. This is generated using a fake comment generator. But you can see how he used this to implement a little bit of controversy into the video.
We have made the world's first blinking Deadpool.
And again, something like this isn't going to steer attention away from the product, guys. He's still able to explain the product in good length, right? And people are going to be like, what the heck? Like, no way, right? Another thing that he did as well is showed that Marvel doesn't have TikTok, right? This portion right here. Obviously, all you have to do this is just cut your service off on your phone and nothing will appear when you search anything up, right? And so people are commenting about, you know, Marvel does have TikTok, right? Obviously, the mask itself was super controversial because it looked terrible. But again, people are really talking about the controversy of like, Marvel does have TikTok. You know, Ryan Reynolds, there's no way he actually commented that. Et cetera, right? So this is how you can actually use a little bit of controversy to kind of boost your videos. And again, you could use this for any singular product. Obviously, make the comment have to do with your product, right? Because it's not going to make sense if Ryan Reynolds comments on a goth, you know, type of product, right? It's not going to make sense. So make it make sense. Almost shapeshift it to your product, right? Another good example here was Unity Vibe. This guy was selling some gender fluid type of things, and by things, I mean like pins, guys. These were like these pins to kind of like show off your pronouns to people, right? Again, this is what you would call a controversial product, right? Because not only is, you know, the topic itself super controversial, but the product is too, right? And so again, he didn't have to use anything crazy, you know, fake comments, but just using this product in his videos is going to be controversial because again, people have their own opinions when it comes to gender fluid people in the United States, et cetera, et cetera. And you can see how people are saying this is a mental illness, but people are also saying I'm not gender fluid, but this is really cool, right? So you're gonna have, you know, the two sides, you know, kind of fighting between what's right, what's wrong. So yeah, that's going to be a very good example of a controversial product because again, LGBTQ is just super controversial here in the States. People have their own opinions. People are fighting over it back and forth. And you can see how just by showing the product, this guy's just getting crazy engagement. People are trolling. People are also fighting back for what they believe in, et cetera, right? So this is going to be a good example of a controversial product. And now the last one here, another controversial product here, we have the Trump scrubber. And again, anything that has to do with Trump is just going to be controversial, right? So again, this is a good mix of both, right? It's a controversial product, but it's also a controversial concept because this guy literally is cleaning poop out of his toilet. Poop in the sense it's probably chocolate. I hope so, bro. But yeah, you can see how he kind of made a hybrid of both a controversial product and a controversial concept. But again, don't ever run a product like this, bro. You want to stay away from this type of shit. And also it just attracts the wrong audience, bro. Straight burners in here. But you can see how controversial this video was by just tying both in. So again, he made a kind of like a hybrid.